So two quick but super fundamental Parsha ideas in this week's Parshat Behaalotcha. Idea number one that Moshe Rabbeinu wants to teach us is don't get jealous. And the key to not getting jealous. Where do we see this? Eldad and Medad are prophesizing in the camp, and Yeshua comes to Moshe Rabbeinu and says, oh no, people are prophesizing. It seems like Yeshua is jealous for Moshe Rabbeinu. What's going to be? Is it going to be a rebellion? I thought Moshe was our prophet. And what's Moshe's reaction? He says, that's cool. I wish everyone would prophesize. In other words, what Moshe Rabbeinu is saying is, I'm not jealous. I have self-worth. I have my self-confidence. And it doesn't take anything away from me, the fact that someone else is also having a spiritual connection with Hashem. And what was the key to Moshe Rabbeinu having this unjealous perspective? I think it's, as we see later in the Parsha, God calls Moshe the most humble person who ever existed, the Anav Mikol Adam. He was humble because he believed in himself. He had self-worth, and so he didn't need to push himself up with his ego, which is generally what's happening. When we're jealous of other people, really what's going on is that we don't believe in ourselves and we're not happy with ourselves, and so instead of looking inside ourselves, we do the easy thing, which is to, project negativity on other people. The key is that when we see we're getting jealous of other people, to look inside and just be aware of what's going on inside of ourselves. So often, unfortunately, in our society, we look around, we see somebody else having pizza, and we say, oh, I also want pizza. And we see somebody else has, it seems like, an amazing relationship, and we say, oh, I also want that. And so much of our happiness, unfortunately, is based on what's going on around us, instead of looking inside of ourselves and finding the happiness deep within ourselves. If we train ourselves not to look around at others, but to look deep inside, we can find true happiness. And we can have this emunah and know that everything that happens to us is exactly what Hashem wants, and we're going to avoid this jealousy perspective. So my lesson number one, is that when we're feeling this jealousy, these jealous emotions, stop, be aware of it, and look deep inside, find that inner simcha. The second character trait that Moshe Rabbeinu brilliantly teaches us this week is the importance of not reacting with anger. Where do we see that? When the Jewish people are complaining angrily, Moshe Rabbeinu a little bit loses his cool, and he starts kvetching to Hashem, saying, oh, did I give birth to these people? I'd rather die. I can't deal with them anymore. And then soon afterwards, we see that Moshe Rabbeinu has one of his first faith crises, where he says, how are you going to provide meat for this whole Jewish people? And of course, the question is, Moshe Rabbeinu, don't you know he's God? You split the sea. If anybody, you know this. But what is Moshe Rabbeinu trying to teach us? He's trying to teach us that when you lose your cool and you react with anger, that you don't think rationally, and you just flow, and bad things come from that. And it's told about Abraham Lincoln that he got angry once with his general. He was really, really rightfully angry. He really blew it. But he wrote an angry letter and he put it in his closet. He never sent the letter out. Because we all know that when we act with anger, bad things happen. And even if we do the right thing, the person who we're trying to change is going to feel that anger, and nothing good ever comes out of it. So two amazing Parsha lessons this week. One, don't be jealous. If you see jealousy flowing through you, be aware of it, and don't continue to harp on that jealousy. And two, if we feel anger flowing through us, don't overreact. Don't react within that anger. Instead, calm ourselves down. Wait till a time when we can act with love and compassion. So have an amazing, amazing Parsha, amazing Shabbos, full of love, compassion, and blessing.